Hi guys. Okay guys. It's what is oh oh my, I'm still sick. Sorry, I'm very sorry. It's 1:17 a.m. in my time zone. I woke up by myself. Here is IFT-13 Booster 20 and Ship 40 will be flying today. I'm very excited. Yep. Godspeed. Okay. My screen is showing here. Here is
Update that we released, and we clipped that and we put it here
here
because
is
it's a
the
very nice
vehicle, the
teaser
entire
of
stack.
what might happen on today's flight. But
That's
yeah,
it
it
just
went
looks
out. Yeah,
amazing right
Kevin,
now.
I see your reaction now. Everybody heard that.
I'm kind of
It's also
sick
some
right
behind the
now.
scenes, a little pulling back the curtain. Now, if you were a member of the NASA Spaceflight YouTube channel here, you can actually get access to see how I'm going to turn this into a membership plug. You can actually get access to behind the scenes content like that. We do a thing
Okay, I
where
need to make sure that
whenever
all
we're
my
doing a show like
friends know
this, we'll
this.
pipe some
Although
of
they're
the
probably
members
sleeping right
multimedia over.
now.
Sometimes we have like the behind the scenes commentary, like you can listen to the team working and that sort of stuff. Of course, we're just trying to show you the sort of things that the members got there in the back channel as they were watching the members exclusive behind the scenes.
Hey,
How's that, Alex?
if that's the worst that can happen so far, I don't mind.
Well, I guarantee
Things
you it's not
like
the worst that can happen, but so far.
exactly things like servers dropping, connections breaking. No, 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 no. Now going out, Mike. It's
Um,
the least
Give me a
of
second. I'm
our
making a story. I
worries.
need to inform my friends.
All right. Well, we are continuing to count down, folks. We're going to grab some support in just a minute here, but you can see the clouds in the background. The good news is that this camera angle that you see in the wide shot on the bottom, that's actually with the Gulf behind it, and it's looking inland towards towards the RGV back
Oh, I'm
towards the
so
South
excited right
Padre
now.
ranchlands in that direction.
Okay, this is gonna
Those
be a
clouds are
repeat
forming
of
inland.
IFT-12.
They are not forming over the
I
Gulf.
do not. I
So
think the
when we have
payload
the
will be the
angle
same
looking
from
out
INT-12,
towards the
except
Gulf,
I do
it
not
is
know. Maybe
clear
it
as
could
a
be.
bell.
I
Knock
didn't really
on
check
wood, my
on
head at least right now.
the
It is
specs
clear as a
on
bell out in the Gulf.
IFT-13.
I got a couple
But
little puffy
all I
clouds
know
down
is
below that
that
shows
this
you
is
the
going to be a
how fast
repeat of
the
IFT-12.
rocket is
Of
going.
course,
Just
there
for
is some
context in the
changes
background,
in
a
the
couple little
hot
wisps
staging,
up
or
high,
maybe some
but
secret system flight.
it is looking fantastic
But
here
nonetheless, this
from
is very
South Padre
exciting.
Island. Again, we're over at the Margaritaville South Padre Island. I'm up on the roof of the hotel over here with Jerry Pike, who's helping me out with some of the
Oh
camera
my
gear.
gosh.
I can see
Look how
all the
beautiful that
way
looks.
6, 7 miles. The beach is beautiful and blue right now.
Okay,
Tons of people
just give
down.
me a sec here. Oh my. Yeah,
We're gonna like turn to the side and be
this is
like,
why I
what just
have
happened?" They didn't even
two
know launch was gonna
screens
happen. And
right
You can
people
see
were
now.
all
like,
of
"Yeah,
them
Of
out
look,
course,
there.
it
look
would
at
Yeah,
still
that."
play maybe at the same
Can you see
time.
it?
We
You
do not
can. Can
really
you see it
know.
down there behind the
it's
Um,
like little dots when we go
nice
full screen. There you go.
right there?
You can see
Yeah,
all of them.
it's beautiful out there.
oh my
I
gosh.
saw a chat question. Somebody was like, "Das, why's your camera so dark? Like we can't see you. It's so dark. What's the wrong?" You don't want to see me anyways. You want to see the
Okay,
rocket
let
in the
me check when
background. The
viewing would
camera's
start. I
exposed.
think
Yes.
it will
Don't
start
see the
maybe
launch
like
pad in the back.
30 or
There's
40
nothing I
minutes
can do about
prior
this
to
flapping camera.
launch.
There's not a snowball's
Let me
chance
check here in the
I
NASA
would be.
Spaceflight
There's
app.
not a snowball's
Yeah, it's
chance
like
to be in the
36
sun either.
minutes prior to
But
launch.
there's no way that I would be on the roof here in the sun without the sunshade. But it is what it is. We're out here.
Yeah,
Seems like a
so
huge
like for now, the
payload
launch
of
director, it says here in the
spaceships
NASA
here, even
Spaceflight
with
app
that
that the launch director is
multi-million-dollar
verifying
production.
for
It's us. We're the
prop load.
NSF team,
Maybe they are
NASAspaceflight.com.
trying to
We are
verify that
space
all
nerds
maybe
that
all
make
the plumbings,
critical
maybe
mass.
sensors in
One
the
reason we're able
plumbings
to do that
are
is
go
because
for
y'all keep showing up and
like
hanging out with us.
for prop
I know
load.
we're
Maybe
always
they
running
also
into
want to
teething
check
issues. We
whether or
always try to
not
do
the
so many
wind
different
is not too
things.
crazy
We're
there.
not working with a $10
They
bazillion dollar
definitely
budget
do
or
not
anything like that,
want the
right?
entire stack to
But
be
we
swaying
appreciate y'all
during prop
hanging
load.
out with us
That'll be
and
very risky.
sticking with us while we sort through
There's a
everything
lot
and we
of
bring
other
you all
factors
the
that also play
live views of
into prop
Starship
load.
coming up here.
I
Now,
don't think that
I
humidity could be
believe
one of them.
Ryan,
Um,
we were going to talk
it
through
depends.
what's to
But
come.
mostly I
What do you have
believe
for
that
us?
humidity should not be
Well,
a
we are of
problem.
course going to see a launch today, fingers crossed, and I've seen a few people in chat asking about the trajectory regarding Starship, and
as yeah, as
path
that
again
yeah, as that
guide,
he is saying, I hope
I
today
will
is going
be
to be a
you
perfect
be my
launch,
guest.
like
Yes, you be my
attempt.
guest as I walk you
There will
through
be no
the
delay,
wonderful
hopefully.
world of Ryan's graphics on stream. First of all, let's take a look at the air hazards for this launch, and as you can see there, Starbase.
Oh wait, no,
over
the
on
launch
side,
director
launching
should not
into
verify it
space,
yet.
and you can see here instead.
You are still
going between
1 hour
and
22 minutes away
Mexico, hence why
from
I was talking about if you're on holiday in Cancun right now, why you might want to
launch.
look up about a few minutes after launch, because there's Cancun, and you can look up at kind of sunsetty-ish time, and maybe get a jellyfish, a methalox fish, if that complies, shall we say, the atmospheric conditions. This is the new Block 3 flight corridor we've seen on Flight 12 and Flight 13 compared to the previous flight corridor. You can see there the big difference in inclination launching from Starbase.
I need to make a
the
story.
old one going between Cuba and Florida, the new one going between Cuba and Mexico. So similar, a couple of degrees offset there, but that's just a bit of a demonstration of the difference. And of course, if we zoom out, we can take a look at the whole trajectory and the events that are going to be taking place on today's flight and where they will happen. So as you can see, as we get over the Caribbean there and north of South America, that is when payload deploy is going to be starting. Those V3 Starlinks, fingers crossed, will be imaging the ship over the Atlantic Ocean. We're then going to get
this is so exciting right now.
where the Raptor relight test is scheduled to take place. Fingers crossed that does indeed go ahead. And then as soon as we cross Madagascar into the Indian Ocean, that is when we're going to hit entry interface with Ship 40 and start plummeting back through Earth's atmosphere. And that little hook there is, of course, that simulation of the return to launch site catch, which we saw on the previous flight, and fingers crossed we get that again happening just I say just off the coast of Australia. Australia is quite big, so it's
share on Facebook, share on
a few
Facebook.
miles off the coast of Australia. We saw from that documentary that SpaceX released a few days ago. They actually based their operations out of Exmouth in Australia, which is just about there. So they've sailed all the way out to the recovery zone, fingers crossed, to get some pretty buoy captures of Starship. And taking a look at the timeline itself,
T-minus
there are, of course,
1 hour
uphill as we get towards the coast phase. Many
1
of these
hour
events
20
very similar
minutes
to our last flight. You can see Nico there 4 seconds earlier, hot staging 3 seconds earlier, so maybe a little bit of a faster run uphill than the previous flight.
I'm just making some
booster pack and the re-entry of the booster is going to be a little bit different. You can see there the
making a
booster
story
pack
here.
is gonna be
In case if any of
20
my
seconds
friends
earlier than it was
are
scheduled for
online
the
here, it's
last
like
flight.
the golden
Obviously,
record. I
we're
hope
not
that
far
my
from the
friends
end
would
of
at
this
least see
flight,
it.
so SpaceX continuing to refine their flight timelines. We're expecting that landing burn to begin 7 seconds earlier than before, and we should have an explosion in the Gulf about 7 minutes after
There we
launch.
go.
Crossing over to the other side, we of course have Seco Starship engine cutoff, where the ship is then going to head into its Starlink deployment sequence about a minute earlier than the deployment sequence last time. Then the in-space demo, and then we'll hit re-entry about 47 minutes after leaving South Texas. And then we'll, of course, dive through re-entry.
We are now
the transonic and
below
subsonic
1 hour
missions
20
about
minutes
1
prior
hour
to
and
launch.
3 minutes after leaving Texas. And then fingers crossed we see that full 3 Raptor engine landing burn with the ship, not just the 2 engines this time, for a beautiful splashdown in the Indian Ocean, 1 hour, 5 minutes and 21 seconds after leaving Starbase.
I love it. Not to scale
Night
there, right?
Reese.
Like the
There you
height
go.
Absolutely not.
Good night, Reese.
It's exaggerated for clarity, so that
There
the
you go, there
audience
we
can
go.
better understand
Okay.
the trajectory of the ship coming back in.
We are now counting down to
Okay,
launch.
well, the clock is continuing to tick.
I should
We've
probably
just gone under an hour and 20 minutes. I don't have any updates on anything pushing back. I do see all of the clouds there in the back.
We are
Let's
live.
go
We are
ahead
live.
and get Alex back over here. Alex, we have an update from you,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, more than an update is just, taking a look at where we are right now. I am now sitting down, as you can see. But the rocket.
Okay,
in
I'm
the
just gonna get my
meantime, it is
blowhotch
getting,
real quick.
all of
Give
the
me a
different
sec.
chill downs and everything. This thing that I have
Hold on.
above me, or even in my background, I guess.
I'm just gonna get
it's
my
gonna
blowhotch real quick.
about 5,000 tons of propellants. Very cold, very cryogenic propellants. And they have to go from the tank farm, from where all of those propellants are located on the ground and are stored, right? And it has to go all the way out to the pad to here to the launch mount and up the tower as well for the ship. And so all of these
Okay, guys, I'm
preparations are
back.
continuing there on the tank farm, getting all of the chill downs in place. You can see, for example, there's I mean, you actually cannot see a lot because there's a lot of venting, but there's like a vertical tank that's venting in the middle there. That is part of the methane reclaim
Um.
system, for example. The methane
Uh.
returns into
Uh.
gas, and you cannot vent that. And what they do, instead of venting it off and say have a flare stack like we see, for example, from Blue Origin or ULA out there at the Cape, they instead reclaim that. They take that gaseous methane and turning it back into a liquid, and then return it back to the storage tanks, so as to not lose all of that out in the environment. And so that is part of some of the things that are ongoing right now, getting all of those lines conditioned, getting ready for that propellant load. And
Okay.
we should be in about 40 minutes from now if
Thank
everything
you
is
for
working
liking
out
my
on time
stream.
for the
I see that
hopefully at the
someone
top of
liked
the
my
hour.
stream here.
Excuse me, not the top of the hour, the top of the window.
Okay.
Way different thing. So
I'm
if that
hoping
happens at the
that
top
the
of the
launch
hour
director
at
is okay with the
5:45
current
p.m.
conditions right
Central
now,
Time,
and
we
he's
have
willing
20
to
minutes to work
start
on whatever they want to
prop
work on,
load. Booster
release
will
all the
probably
engineering
start
range. They have a
filling
clear
up
destination
with, I
takeoff
believe,
that will
liquid
reach the
oxygen.
arm. Remember
Huh.
all the things, right,
Probably
from
liquid
previous flights?
oxygen.
That's
You
the
gotta
sort
stop
of thing
saying
that they
these
have
things,
time.
Albert.
Yeah, it should be
Stop
liquid oxygen
shouting them into
actually.
existence. The pins are gonna
I'm
be
not. I'm
fine.
not.
The boats
But
are gonna be
once
fine. The windshield is gonna be fine. Everything's
once
gonna be
everything
fine.
is good, I believe
Everything
that
is gonna be
it
fine.
should be
But if
smooth
they need
sailing
some
from here
time,
on
they
out.
have
We
many
already
minutes. How about that?
SpaceX, in fact, has already gone through
There
a
you go. All right.
prop
So
load, like
since we are sort of
propellant
talking
load
now
with a
towards
previous
the
stack. I think it was
15-minute mark,
booster.
I have an awful lot of
Yeah,
work
it was definitely
to
booster
finish up
19 and
here
ship
on the
39.
road. We
I
still have
did they
a
perform a wet dress
one
rehearsal?
of our robotic tracking units that I need to finish
Um,
commissioning and make sure that the team has that feed. We've got a couple different things that are
I
over
don't
there,
think they
but
performed a wet
I
dress
am going to
rehearsal.
need to step
It's really
away
surprising
because
actually.
I am not very good at
I
talking
thought
while
they
I'm doing
performed a
that
wet
sort of
dress
stuff. At
rehearsal,
least that's
but
not the sort of
by
talking
looking
that
here,
I want to
it
do.
looks like they didn't do
So I
that.
believe, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
we
but
actually
this is a
may
fairly new
have
vehicle.
heard
There could
the
be some
same
things that
note
could go wrong, but
before. Sawyer,
overall, I
talk to
believe
me.
in
Do we have you
the
on?
Block 3 Starship. I
Doing
hope
nothing.
that today
Very much done.
everything goes
Great flight
smooth.
out there in the field again.
Hopefully
That was
Booster
good start
20
for a
doesn't
good start
perform
flight.
a crazy
Sawyer, I wish you were
boost
here.
back burn.
Instead of me, it's hot.
I wish I was here with
I
you.
heard that they
At least
tweaked
spend a bit
up
of
the
Sunday
hot
staying
staging
while you're out there with
sequence
us
by a
again.
bit.
So
They're
Good to
going
hear.
to keep two Raptor. Oh my gosh, there's an ad. I'm very sorry. Yeah.
I was like, no,
Also, there's one on my
show me the
TV
right
as well.
shirt. I will not wear a dark shirt.
Um,
It's too hot. Please get me like a lightweight synthetic UPF 50, whatever the heck, sun shirt. And
give me a sec.
that's they delivered. Look, it's got a hood that doesn't fit over my
I want to
headset.
make sure
apparently.
everything is live here. I have
But Sawyer, you're going to be taking it in
two
from
devices,
here on
in
out,
fact,
aren't you?
playing
absolutely.
IFT-13 right now. I do not want ads to interfere, but
Here.
they
Okay,
do.
well, I'm
Ads
still
will
working on
play at
some
the
of my
same
camera
time.
mounts over
There's a
here. I got
difference
my
though.
Xbox controller and stuff like that
I
online.
don't know. I
If I
like my
get everything
TV
set
here,
so
but
it's all
it's kind of
working fine, I
delayed.
will check
But at the
back
same
in with
time, it's
you.
very
Folks,
vibey.
my name is John Galloway. I'm over here on the
Actually, I
Robotic
have three
Marketing
devices
Resort,
playing like
South Padre
IFT-13.
Island.
I
Big
have my
shout out
computer, I
over
have my
here
TV, and I have
to
my
Sawyer
tablets
in
here.
the very capable hands
I'm
of the
just very
directors.
paranoid.
Sawyer,
Like,
take it
what
away.
if
Thank you very
I
much.
miss
Glad to have you
IFT-13?
there.
Like, what if there's like a
As we
like maybe
are
in fact the launch
continuing the countdown
I don't know.
here,
I
only
just
10
okay.
minutes with an hour and
Other than
15
that,
minutes to go until
nothing
the
much is
start of the
happening here.
maiden
They
launch
are
of
definitely
Starship
spooling up the tank farm there.
13. As mentioned, 90
Prop
minutes to
load should
go before
happen
we start fueling.
like
They did commit to that.
from
They
T minus
still have 15 minutes of
36
hold time
minutes.
if needed
I checked the
to
NASA
give us
spaceflight app.
clean
It is in fact
everything
booster
again.
LOX
How
load,
the rocket's
liquid
going,
oxygen load.
propellant boil off is going, etc.
Um,
So let's
the
see
liquid
what
methane
we
load.
have missed. We're
I do not
almost
know
ready
how to
to
spot
enter the
that.
stakeout.
I no, I do know how to
To give
spot
you a
that,
really
but
quick update of where we
usually
are,
it probably happens like
Yeah, we have a vessel
well,
from the
it usually
infrastructure out
happens
there,
maybe like
uh,
I
in
do
front of
not
our
know
parking
like
lot
how
in the on the highway. We can
much
see
the
now
liquid
the
oxygen tank
booster
of the
transits,
booster should
probably
be
the fuel
filled up
transporters
with, but like
going
I do
behind
believe
there.
that the
That's
liquid
gonna be
methane
probably
load
a
should
rocket
happen not
pointing
really
at the
behind the liquid
propellers.
oxygen
Yeah,
load of
you
the
can see
booster.
some
In fact,
elevates and
I would not visually know whether or not the liquid methane load has begun unless if SpaceX
the ship just to
stated that
expand.
it did begun.
Final clearances there
What
as
I'm
they
trying to say here is
fast
that
track. So far, still
the
tracking
liquid
within
methane load
the window. No update from
could
SpaceX on
happen
any delays or anything like that.
like
So
without
that
my
is
knowledge
good.
because of that
Things are
big
proceeding
transfer tube.
according to what we've seen in previous flights, where they clear the pad,
Look at
they clear
that.
the area, they start all of the chill down
There's the
sequencing,
ship and
load the
booster
tank
transport
farm,
stand rolling
and
down
then
that
when they are
road there.
all ready to go, they go and load the rocket with propellant and that'll be 5,000 metric
Okay.
tons, a little bit over 5,000
Look at
metric
that.
tons of propellant that they load on this vehicle. It's massive. I mean, 123 meters tall, 9 meters in diameter, more than 5,000 tons of weight. That's a lot.
Hopefully, today booster 20
That's a
performs
great
very
report.
well.
That is indeed
That's what
one
I'm
for the
hoping for today.
Starship. So yes, we can see all the things moving around on the ground there. But what about things happening?
Anyways, I'm
in the
gonna
air?
check my
Ryan,
Instagram.
yeah,
I
how
want
do
to
you
see if
find
my friends
I have
are
good
informed
news.
about
So we were talking about earlier on in
IFT-13.
the stakeout stream
I
how
don't really use it that
WP-13
much. I just use it to like
aircraft was airborne,
promote my
and then
YouTube channel.
Alex ruined everyone's day and said this has nothing to do
What's
with
this?
Starship. It's for some NOAA experimentation thing. Well, I have good news because it's airborne once again, and it's heading down the coast of Texas. We are tracking it right now. And
Hey,
Alex, are you going to ruin
what-
everyone's day?
Oh, look
again?
at
Is it
that.
nothing to do with Starship, or is it?
I can't wait for some aerial
what I
footage.
said is that at the time we were 6.5 minutes from the opening of the window. We're now 1 hour. There you go. That's a lot closer. The previous one that they did, they actually flew into like a loop pattern around sort of like a certain area out there in the Gulf, and they tend to do that when you're trying to do that sort of. They're part of a experiment
hold up.
with NOAA. It's the Saber experiment.
Okay, hold up. That's a bit too loud.
Space, not space. Excuse me, in the air. Excuse me.
Ah.
So yeah, not in space. Aerosols in
Okay.
space is probably no thing. But in the air.
Okay,
And yeah, so they went out there. Maybe this time around, this second run might be.
we are about to go under 1 minute and 10, 1 hour and 10 minutes prior to launch.
It only, I think it was for a few flights at the beginning, and it's been a while now. They've used other assets, let's say, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do see, speaking, although it's not an aerosol, I guess, but I do see the tower vent has come back a little bit again. There's like a little puff there on the side of the tower. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Ryan, what's that track going? How's that track going?
Well,
You
it's
can see
it's
it
left it's left Houston and it's flying southwest. Of course, it is slightly southwest if you do geography, slightly southwest from Houston to get to Starbase. But it is kind of following the coast down here, the coast of the Gulf. It's approaching Corpus Christi, so it is getting closer to Starbase. I can tell you, I've got the telemetry open. It is currently at 50,000 feet, and airplanes usually, you know, your average commercial plane is between 30 and 40,000 feet. So this thing is 20 to 10,000 feet higher in the sky than your average aircraft, which is why NASA uses these bad boys. These are old birds, but they do the job very well. And you know, I doubt how things have been going over the last few flights that we'll ever get to see the imagery captured by this aircraft. But if SpaceX decides to share, then maybe one day we will. But I'm sure this thing is going to get some stunning imagery for the few people who have access to such proprietary information.
I mean, there, if they allow it, ways to get it. There is a Freedom of Information Act, but that's assuming that they don't restrict any of it. Of course, we don't want that, and we want this to fly so that we can at least request that footage too. You know, that would be cool. As we now take a look up the full stack here, seeing the
Okay, hopefully there's no delay at all. There's hopefully no hold.
Past the integrated hot stage ring, the improved flaps, and couple of those other experiments they have on there, the antennas that they're using for their Starlink communications, and then the arms, which will not be used for an actual catch today. A reminder, this is a booster offshore splashdown in the Gulf, and if all goes well, the ship will re-enter and have a soft hover, essentially, above the Indian Ocean before both of them, if all goes well, end in a giant explosion just above the water at their planned targets. So this is one of those explosions where it's okay to happen. We kind of want that. So nothing to worry about there. I do need to catch up on some amazing levels of support that we've had here because, as Das mentioned, we are NSF, NASA Spaceflight, and we are our own individual company here. We are a bunch of space geeks and nerds that love doing this. We are not NASA. So we are able to do what we do because of viewer support, including Spherical Rat with a $100 tip at tips.nasaspaceflight.com saying, danger
Look at that.
parentheses vehicle lives, or brackets, I guess, when we were talking about the trailer before. Space Pope with a $100 super chat saying, "Bless this test and the NSF crew. Space be with you." Space Pope, great to see you out. Chris Breaks, who's with a $150 tip, saying, "Let's buy the trailer. Thanks
Look at
for the
that.
free coverage." I think we're going out there and buying more trailers. We'll have to nudge Doc
Hopefully
about that.
SpaceX shares a bit longer
Space
footage
Pope
of
with
the
50
ship
red team
in
members
orbit.
saying,
I
"Thank you very
hope
much."
that they have cameras in those like
Jared EG
Starlinks
with
in
a
the
super
pet
chat
dispenser.
with a question as well as the 500 Norwegian kroner asking, "How can they start all 33 Raptors for boost back burn, as was stated in the NSF video the other day, and as was kind of shown in the preview video there by Max? I believe the outer ring of Raptors do not have startup hardware on board." That sounds like an Alex question to me.
That was only on the previous version. So for the previous version, the outer 20 engines would get started by the ground systems. I think they still get started by the by the ground systems, but it's through the main quick disconnects, and they have um, manifolds that help distribute that. So instead of having dedicated quick disconnects like connectors to the engines from the outside directly injecting those startup gases, now they do it through the main quick disconnects. But during flight, you may see that the chines, those aerodynamic chines, those triangle things on the side of the booster, of the metallic thing down below, those have gotten longer on one side of the vehicle, and that is one of the things that they have introduced for this flight.
Oh,
You'll
there's an
see a
ad.
lot of
But it
noises
doesn't
now,
play
so
like
it's getting a bit
this one
disruptive.
here didn't play like
But the reason why they've increased is
at the
because they
same
want
time
to
as my
include a
computer
lot
here.
of these COPVs, composite overwrapped pressure vessels, basically a fancy aluminum or sometimes also steel bottles that are wrapped in composite, in carbon fiber, basically. And those
Okay.
are very lightweight and they can hold a lot of high pressure gas, and they are very
Okay,
useful
okay,
for
okay.
those startup gases that are needed for the Raptor engines.
Shit's
Now,
getting real,
because
guys.
the
Shit is
outer
getting
20
weird,
engines are
real.
also connected
Okay,
to
sorry that I
the
cursed. I'm sorry, cursed.
distribution
I'm
system
sorry.
for those Raptors, then all 33 can start up without needing any outside support, if you can call it like that, basically. And so that is the whole reason they can hold
Whew.
that 33 engine
Okay,
boost back burn.
okay.
We were asked before about the G loads and things like that. With 13 engines only, the maximum G load that you get, I think it's about 4 Gs or so at the start of the boost back
Okay,
burn.
now I have
For the 33
3.
engine boost back burn,
Okay,
for
someone
the
said the
all
S word in the chat.
full
Scrub.
knee thrust, then that will be about 11 Gs in that case. So that is quite an increase of
Someone said scrub in the
acceleration,
chat.
and that means
I
it
will
also
beat them
goes
up.
much
I'll beat them
faster.
up.
And the faster it comes back, then it means it doesn't travel outwards as much. It's a much efficient boost back burn in that case, and that's why they do it that way.
I can't wait for this.
That makes sense. And hopefully we get to see that all in action, and we get to see the beautiful flip and burn for the ship on its way towards the Indian Ocean, and of course the booster back burn for the way
Hey.
back, and of course that 13 engine landing burn, which hopefully
Looking at this,
lucky number 13,
there doesn't seem to be any delay. If we continue to do so, hopefully we manage to launch right at the opening of the launch window. It's 2:45 a.m. in my location.
A reminder, you get some perks with that. That includes access to the members multi-view and the behind the scenes, which are currently live here on YouTube with that Red Team member. In fact, with any level of membership. It's a fun little perk as a thank you from all of us for helping to support things here. Let's see. We are coming up on an hour and 4 minutes to go until the opening of this launch window.
Oh my gosh.
And, so far, everything appears to be looking good.
Yeah. Can I say something? Maybe I will jinx this.
Oh no.
For the last flight, they did have a bit of a move in the timeline, if I'm not mistaken, and
Getting
it used to land around
real.
this point in the
Dude.
countdown. So if we were to have it,
No.
it would come out around this time. And so far, I have not seen anything from SpaceX, so we'll see. But definitely in 13 minutes, that should be when the flight director will verify go for propellant load. And so we'll stand by to hear any updates from SpaceX on what is the sort of milestones and sort of I don't know, status, if you will, of the sequencing here as we count down to launch here in just about 63 minutes, down to the second.
But who's counting? Except all of us here for this launch.
All of us, we're counting
Come on, come on, come on. I need all my friends to see IFT-13. I need all of them. I'm sending multiple stories at them. I am
Where did Ryan's hair go?
going shotgun mode on this.
IFT-13 is a smashing success. Is it because of his haircut? And if
Everyone
so,
needs to see this.
What does that mean for his hair on future flights? Hashtag superstition. Ryan?
Well, I'm not going any further, so we're not even going to start that discussion. Yeah, I mean, the previous flights both went really well and really bad with my previous haircut, so...
Come on.
I'm just going to say...
Okay, 2 minutes has passed.
Superstition has already been debunked before we even got to this point.
Holy.
I will say, though, that as soon as I had my haircut yesterday, the subsequent England match, they didn't do very well, so I'm not sure what there is to say about that. But,
Don't worry.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Wait,
We'll beat
before we move
Argentina on Sunday.
Oh my god.
We
Look
should
at
have
that.
talked about this before. We're in the same shirt.
We're about to reach under
Yeah, but-
1 hour.
it's only
We're about to reach under 1 hour.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing that we're wearing.
Oh
the
my
shirt
god.
that happens to be of the new Flight 13 patch that's available.
Okay, I should not get excited right now yet. We still have a lot to go through. We have to make. I'm hoping that we have no hold at all. Of course, there is. There's a high chance of a hold occurring. Hopefully, it's not that long. Hopefully, we don't burn through the entire count. Of course, we're working with cryogenic fuel right now. So if they fuel the rocket, then it's like a ticking time bomb, except there's no explosion. But that cryogenic fuel will boil off and pressure will rise in the rocket. And if we burn through enough time while the vehicle is fully fueled, we're going to have to SpaceX will have to like detank the entire vehicle because it'll be unsafe.
Made merch too, which is stuff where we thought, you know what, the quality that we've seen
Okay,
elsewhere isn't as good. Why don't we just make it ourselves? I mean, we use these same machines anyway to make parts that are currently out at Starbase, attached to the cameras that are being used to film and stream and track this mission. So why not?
This is so oh my gosh. We're about to reach under 1 hour.
All that shopped at nasaspaceflight.com. Definitely go.
We will be witnessing the world's largest rocket launch for the 13th time.
If it happens to you like me, that
This is technically the same rocket.
somehow gets in the way and doesn't deliver the thing on time.
Of course, it's a lot of different things here.
Email it and things like that, so that might help you out. And so shout out to those because it's actual real people handling that.
And
Okay.
shout out at this
Okay.
clock, we passed exactly.
There, we're under 1 hour. We're under 1 hour right now.
The opening of today's launch window for Starship Flight.
God bless Starship. God bless Starship.
The hype is real. I mean, the excitement. I don't know how you guys are feeling right now. Chat, how are you feeling? Ryan, Alex, how are you guys feeling now? Is it feeling real?
I mean, we always get within this point, right? We always get within the hour.
Okay.
I don't, again, like Alex, I don't want to jinx anything, but we got to this point last time and SpaceX was like, no, roll the clock a bit. But I mean, yeah, it's always, this is the point, the sub-hour mark is always when things get extra exciting, extra intense, the heart rate gets extra fast, and fingers crossed we get some word from SpaceX very shortly, because we should be coming up on that go for propellant load 50 minutes before launch.
Sawyer, I was nervous like about 5 hours ago when I shaved and I made myself a cut because I was with hands shaking. So yeah, I cut myself while shaving. So that's how nervous I am. I'm basically like a bag of nerves just shaking my
I need a crazier font.
That's all, huh? Just a little shake. Oh man. So we are getting exciting here. So
Yes.
I guess Alex,
I need my friends to know about this.
tank farm. So what are we going to be looking for happening on the tank farm, and especially as we get closer to if they give the go for
Yo.
load, the actual prop itself?
Yeah, so one of the things that you might see, so of course, right now there's a lot of venting. Maybe a lot of people are coming here new. If
Okay.
this is your first time, that is not
Um.
smoke. There's no smoke
Uh.
burning off or anything like that. That is just either depending on where it's coming from, it's either gaseous oxygen or gaseous nitrogen, right? That you're seeing there being vented either from the tank farm, from the tower, or from the vehicle
Come
itself,
on.
and that's sort of the thing that should expect over time. It's gonna get a lot more active as we count down here to the start of propellant load. You'll hear more noises from the tank farm. I know I'm hearing a bunch of those already put through.
Hello, Senpai. The heroines of
What?
Senpai Maidens are
You're
all
replying to my
together
story.
in War Thunder. The game now features new themed packs. Tanks fully styled in anime fashion. Powerful, dazzling, and irresistible. Each one is like a
Oh.
You'll also receive 20 days of premium account.
Oh, sorry.
Eagles, a sticker,
Oh.
Under
Yo, these ads. I'll literally slime out whoever made them.
That gets loaded. And so it's gonna be quite fast. It's gonna be quite interesting to see if they still go for the opening of the window. But so far so good. As I was saying, you might see some venting from the tower. That is normal. As we
Okay.
get down the
Okay.
clock,
This doesn't matter
the
anymore.
load,
IFT-13 is going to be launching under 1 hour.
the bunker. You can see there's like a sort of
Huh?
episodal.
4 minutes already passed.
Exactly what's the
Okay.
but it's a big.
Okay, time is flying a hella fast right now.
Inside, you can see it there with a lot of vents.
Time is flying hella fast.
Tall doors and connections to the booster. That thing is where they have all of the control systems for the launch mount itself, and where all of the pipes lead to before they actually go and connect to the booster. And so all of that needs to be basically just purged prior to flight, and so they do all of these purges that we'll also see as well as we get closer to liftoff time. But man, still a long ways to go. Those 56 minutes and 10 seconds are going to feel like the longest of my life.
You say that. If you are out in the field for a launch, it is the complete opposite. When everything gets going, it flies by as the fastest time. I never seen an hour go by so fast until you are out at a rocket launch
Come on.
and ready for it to go. Especially once they really get into that fueling part. I think those final 37 minutes and 30 seconds are going to fly by once we get to that point of getting to that
Oh my god, 1 minute already passed.
where the nerves are starting.
Oh my god.
Up, where things get exciting. Where you
Okay.
SpaceX to say yes, we are
Okay,
moving forward.
why is no one saying this?
So we haven't heard that.
Yo!
yet.
What is this? No one's saying my story. They should watch IFT. Oh my god. Why are they not saying this?
And you can see that
Why are they not saying this?
coming from
Come on.
this view as well.
Yo. They're all active. Come on.
Up there at the top.
Why are they not seeing my story? Come on, they have to see IFT-12. At 13, I mean.
Reminder for people who might just be joining who got the
Sure.
notification from next space flight that this is going to be a non-catch on this one.
Come on.
Catching the booster or the ship on this particular flight. They will be doing the
Oh, 2 minutes are passed. Oh, 54 minutes.
All goes well in the Gulf, just off the coast.
There it is at the tower vent.
And
Once that tower vent stops, that means the ship is starting to fuel up. That is liquid oxygen, I believe. I think they cannot vent liquid methane into the air directly. They are probably recycling it. They're not using flare stacks.
than usual. So a reminder for people out towards Cuba.
So once that tower vent stops, the ship starts to fuel up. I believe that's going to happen under 30 minutes. I can't stop banging my leg.
South Africa might be worth going out and taking a look.
Dude, okay.
Okay.
Okay, come on, why are my friends not seeing the story? They should watch IFT-13. Come on. Yo, we're about to reach under 50 minutes. Okay, things are getting real right now. Once that tower vent stops, the ship starts to fuel up. I do not know when the booster should start fueling up with liquid oxygen under 36 minutes prior to launch. Of course, launch holds could occur. The probability of launch holds occurring should start under 50 minutes. That's where the launch director will start will verify whether or not prop load
I do also
is
think,
go. And if it is go, if all like criteria is met, maybe if wind is not too high, maybe if the wind is not too high, maybe if
amazing and complex
I
coverage,
don't know,
that
humidity
the
could be a
ghost ships and booster vehicles
factor. I do not know if humidity could affect the launch vehicle itself, but regardless, if the launch director is happy with the conditions, then
Remember, we'll know
we
how
could
many
be
ghost
seeing a
ships
launch today.
and booster
Hopefully, there will be a
vehicles
launch
will
today.
land. There are a lot. Dozens and
Yeah,
dozens of
there
them.
is the stack in all of its glory right now. There it is. There's also pad A behind there. I heard, yeah, the quick disconnect arm had the little stub in front of it, like the little stub connecting to the ship itself. It was removed
Sea assets right now.
to make way for Block
Make
3.
sure all of those wayward boats are out of the way. Maybe
Okay, I need to make another story. My friends need to hear this.
Yeah, I mean, this is great timing. So in terms of the actual downrange portion,
They need to
unfortunately,
experience this.
there isn't really anything we can show.
My friends need to experience this amazing launch.
Websites like Marine Traffic.
Why are they not saying this, man? Come on.
Not every boat has a transponder. Some transponders ping once
Yeah,
every
this,
24 hours,
okay.
which is really useful when you're trying to figure out if something is actually there right now. Not. So it's difficult to use that to
Minute,
specific
please
downrange, but we do see
tune
specific
in
helicopters going out to. If anyone
now.
is in the area, I
Please,
will
please.
encourage them to a different
This
location.
will
Thanks to
be
they have
amazing
tracks
flight.
marine assets
Please
related to space flight all around the world.
tune
He has managed
in.
to specify which vessel
Come
is
on, come on.
supporting the ship recovery operations in the Indian
Okay,
Ocean
guys.
today's flight, and it's a much
This will
bigger
be an
vessel,
amazing
than
flight.
we've seen being used before,
The
and
booster.
can
If the booster manages to land, hopefully we'll be seeing amazing explosions from the booster. The booster will be purposely blowing up in the ocean once landing burn is complete.
it left.
I would like to note that is expected that the booster will blow up.
If you know where that is, slightly a little bit up the coast from Exmouth, where they were based for the previous flight. So that's a long old trip.
This is amazing. This is absolutely insane. You're now about to enter under 50 minutes.
Have to leave so early. You have to travel 600 miles.
Once we enter that, the launch director will verify whether or not the prop load is go. I want him or her to verify
When
that.
we're looking for Falcon 9 and the downrange drone ships, it's similar-ish distance to that, so it's not too crazy. Oh man, let's see where we are at. So we are coming up on the T-minus 50
Okay.
mark. Alex, this is typically where we would see if SpaceX is go for prop load. In the
Oh my
meantime, you
goodness.
can see our team out there and some other visitors.
God bless the entire staff.
Load.
Okay.
Where's mine? Where's
Yeah.
my one?
I don't know.
If I could, I would literally bet all my money on ship 40. I believe in it, along with booster 20. I believe in both the vehicles. They both will perform very amazing today.
Hopefully we'll see a super heavy splashdown today, but that would assume that they are go or no go for problem. As we hit T-minus 15 minutes,
I can't wait.
what's the latest update on what's been going on?
Okay,
and,
2,
where we're
1,
potentially
and we are under 50 minutes. We are under 50 minutes now. We are under 15 minutes.
From SpaceX, we have crossed now.
Oh shit. There's no update.
In the countdown here for the opening of the window, I've not seen anything from SpaceX.
That's okay. We're gonna be receiving that soon.
The SpaceX flight director should have verified go for propellant load with the operators. Maybe we'll get a sort of like a post from SpaceX really soon. But on the good news side of thing, you can see there a very healthy, very strong vent on the tower. That is gaseous oxygen being vented from the tower as they chill down the line that goes, the lines actually that go up to the ship. They sort of go from the storage tanks through the subcoolers on the tank farm and then out here to the tower. Up there, I believe you can in fact see some of those lines. There's like two big pipes, curvy pipes sort of around the arm, and those two, one is for methane, the other one is for oxygen. Those two, it seems like they are getting now frosty.
I need to make as much stories as possible. My friends need to know that IFT-13 is launching today, and they need to watch it no matter what.
Whether it
Oh shit! Come on. There you go.
keeps, as I said, it looks at
Okay, is it verified?
time
I
is the
hate you.
time that we
I
expect
hate you. I'm
to
literally
happen
gonna kick this
so
guy.
all
Cannon.
hints that they're ready to go. It's just that they have not made that official.
Exactly. And yeah, it's worth noting, Alex, that the pipe that you see there where the venting is coming from, the pipe itself is not normally white, correct? That is the frost around it.
Exactly. That's because there's cold gaseous oxygen being
Yes,
built up
yes,
in there.
yes.
In fact,
We
the
have already
actual
passed 2 minutes.
white
Time is literally
condensation
flying
of
by super fast right now.
that is
This is
condensating
insane.
and forming cloud because it's a very cold gas that
Hold on, hold
is
on. Give me a
in the air.
sec. There's some comments I need to
You're not seeing the actual oxygen.
give me a
Since
sec.
it's
Uh,
basically transparent. It doesn't have any color or anything.
Okay.
But the water vapor that gets created from the condensation of water in the air, that is indeed what
You
see
have
as
such
frost.
an interesting name. Do you know
That's basically what
Japanese? No, I do not know Japanese.
frost on the
Sorry, I do not know Japanese. I'm a Filipino.
Yeah, getting super cold.
Yeah, I'm not
Road,
Japanese.
and
Is that an
meanwhile,
actual yeah, that's the actual comment.
is approximately
Yeah, I'm not Japanese. Sorry.
10 Fahrenheit, or about 33 degrees Celsius out there. So yeah, when you have warm and cold touch like that, if you've ever had the ice inside your glass on a hot day, yeah, you
Yeah,
get that condensation.
Yeah, my YouTube channel name is Kiwaka Tarako. I do not know why I came up with that, but I did like Kiwi Birds back then, which is why I named it.
Things in
Yeah.
should be on time right now.
I do not know Japanese. Yeah.
Again, waiting for that official word though, but the fact that
Okay.
the has not stopped
Okay.
is a very good sign.
I have non-starship breaking news. If you
Okay, hold up. I
yeah,
need to tell my
NASA
friends
has
this.
lit
They were not responding. I need to make sure that they know this.
from the Orion spacecraft for Artemis 3. So there you go. It's gonna carry a placer.
What?
That is shocking news.
I can hear the shock in your voice, Ryan.
That's from like 5 minutes ago. It's breaking
I'm
news.
absolutely baffled. Who on earth else?
Okay, hold up. I need to check the comments again.
Low Earth orbit internet
Yeah.
communications with lasers. So many.
Okay. I'm gonna make another story for my friends. We have passed already 4 minutes. My friends need to see this. There's a lot of them online and they're not seeing this.
You're right. I'm sorry. We are coming up now, folks, on the 46-minute mark. I don't know. How are you feeling about today's launch? If you're feeling
Okay, anyways,
hit that like button.
like liquid oxygen load should not happen until T minus 36 minutes.
Streams out there that are just AI slop that are, re-streaming.
Okay, there's no comments though.
Things trying to get people to buy crypto. We are not. We want people to be able to come here, watch, and actually enjoy the launch on YouTube. So if you hit the like,
Okay,
more people to come
guys,
over here and
please
buries all of
join
slop bots for
46 min. Please, this will be amazing.
This is so exciting. It's getting that much more real. Just I don't know how else to describe it other than it feels more real at this point, because this launch, I don't know if you feel the same way, has kind of crept up a little bit. All of a sudden they said last week, yeah, about that, we're going to launch on the 16th.
Go on.
Here we are now,
They need to see this.
16th, under 45 minutes to go from the opening of said launch window.
Oh gosh, I forgot to copy the stream.
It's so
Come on, why are they not there? Why are they not
Ryan, I know you've been keeping track of the radar. I'm guessing there's nothing of note on said radar.
I mean, the camera views speak
Okay.
themselves, as I showed you in the stream. I wasn't showing you a satellite picture. I was showing you the radar. There just didn't happen to be any range.
Yes,
which was wonderful to
here
see.
it is.
I can also report
That's the
that
vehicle on the pad,
it's also
and there's a lot of there's a lot of vapor everywhere. That is normal. There's no leak ever here. There's no leak here. This is expected. It's just venting. Technically it is a leak, but it's on purpose. It's liquid oxygen, I believe. They're not gonna vent liquid methane into the air. Usually you would see in a flare stack, but I believe SpaceX is recycling it to storage farms.
There you go. 8 seconds ago.
Yes. Okay. Look at that.
Like breaking news.
Look at that. We are now go for prop load. We are go for prop load.
You see on your screen, the Starship team is
Okay. We are go for prop load. We are go for prop load. We could be seeing a flight today now. We are closer to a flight, in fact.
There's your confirmation, folks. We are.
Guys, please join now. I'm just making a story for my friends. Don't mind it.
Oh, the heart rate's going up. The heart
Flight
rate is absolutely
prop load.
go up.
Go.
We still have 40-something minutes to go.
Booster LOX
That is
load
what we want to hear. So then,
at
Alex, what can we
T
expect
minus
next
36
with the
minutes.
propellant load that should be
Please
starting in about 6
join
minutes from now?
now. No
Yeah, so
more
that is
time
basically what you
left.
said. At 30 minutes, 30 minutes and 30 seconds to launch. That'll be
Okay,
the
they need to
liquid
see this.
oxygen
They need
load
to
that
see
will
this.
start. Then
Hold on, let me check the
about
comments
30
again.
seconds later, the liquid oxygen load will
Yeah.
start on the
Anyways,
booster. So first liquid oxygen.
this will be an
on,
amazing
then
flight. As I said, this will be super
10
amazing.
minutes, 35 minutes, 25
Come on.
seconds. Booster fuel load. That's basically the liquid methane will be loaded on the booster first, and then at T minus 34 minutes and 48 seconds will be the same, but for the ship. So in basically 3 or 4
Okay.
minutes, they're gonna be starting all of those different points of starting propellant load on the vehicle. So we're getting very close now to see
Okay.
Frosty full stack of Starship. So I guess it's
Well, I do like to. I would like to see that little like cute like little like common dome like get filled up. I love the curve there. It looks smooth when it's like filled up. Even when it's not filled up, it looks shiny. I like it. I like the common dome up there.
It's like
Anyways, let me check the
just
comments. There's no
here
comments here
trying
yet.
to see if this thing actually launches today and we get a launch that actually fully hits all the milestones with version 3. Because if so, then the next few flights are going to be even more exciting and obviously.
Okay, just need to check the
hopefully
comments
we're
one more
gonna
time.
get a moon landing maybe in 2 years. How about that?
Oh,
Isn't
Okay,
that something to
we are
think
now
about?
approaching launch.
Like this
We are about to
launch
reach
is something
under
that all
40
the
minutes. This is going to be absolutely insane to see the launch.
Ryan Caton, are you hyped?
Of course I'm hyped. We got so close last time, so close, but the Raptors just couldn't hold on. So fingers crossed on flight 13. Unlucky for some is actually lucky for the Raptor 3.
Oh, I would literally hate hold at T minus 40 seconds. Of course, they're probably going to be doing it here, but I would hate if the scrub happens in T minus 40 seconds. That would be so frustrating. I'll literally like, I will literally like,
Chat,
I don't know.
50,000 of you out there.
Yo, I would
Let us
literally
know,
rage
are
quit.
you hyped? Copy hype joy.
Hell yeah, I'm hyped. I should type it in the chat.
Not hyped. Here we go.
There we go. I typed it in the chat. There it is. There's a hype video. Let's listen to it. Wow. Yeah, that's SN15. That's IFT1. Should I talk during this? Is that? Nah, that's more of like Ship 39 and.
We have
Oh, what is it?
3 healthy Raptor engines.
Hot staging, look at that.
Ah.
Wow.
Fly, baby, fly. Let's go!
The booster is no go for a catch.
Hell yeah, they will! They will! They will! I'm putting my laugh on this. I'm not gonna do that. But still, I'm very excited on this.
If you weren't hyped before,
Oh my gosh, we're already under 30!
now,
Why
as
is
we
that-
resume back live
The
here
ownership
in
blow
Starbase,
up whoever
Texas,
made this app.
as you
I'm
take
going
a
to
look
bomb
at
them.
pad 2 right
That
now.
was the joke. That was the joke. I'm not gonna do that. That's me.
Booster 20 and ship 46.
I'm so excited, man.
Out at the pad.
I'm hella
Those
excited right now.
time,
We are under
on
39. We're under 40 minutes.
means that we are just about a minute and a half away from propellant load beginning. There you can see
Sub
the ship quick
40
arm
min.
attached to the ship.
How far are we? Like
And now you can see the base of the
4
vehicle there.
min
You have
until
23
prop
Raptor
load.
engines
Please
underneath
join
ready
now.
to
Go
fire up.
for
And now tank farm
prop
activity
load.
really picking up.
Please join.
We thank you for watching
Please
here at NSF and
back
NASASpaceflight.com.
from Mark.
We are a
May
bunch of space geeks and nerds and enthusiasts
amazing
here enjoying this all with
flight
you. We are not
ahead.
do use
IFT-13.
But we are all here. These
Red,
are
all
the
red.
cameras that
Here
you
we
see
go.
out there, getting ready for this flight that we will be using to bring you as many views as possible of this gorgeous vehicle, both live and
Come
then,
on.
of course, we'll have a bunch of replays afterwards. We have plenty of team members working out in the field right now as well to be able to bring you live tracking. And then, of course, you have
Okay,
Aaron
okay.
and Alex,
Um,
Alejandro Alcantara Romero.
Okay,
Myself,
booster
and
liquid oxygen prop load
for
should
the
happen under 36 minutes, okay?
until launch.
36 minutes.
So, as Alex was just mentioning a short time ago,
I'm literally shaking right now. I'm so excited.
15 seconds away from the first bit of propellant going into
There it is.
Starship.
I posted another story. My friends should see this, and they should watch IFT-13.
So, in case you're unaware, Starship uses liquid oxygen and liquid methane. It's a methalox rocket, as we like to call it there. And it starts right now with loading the oxygen into the ship. That's stage 2. That's the part on the top you see.
Is prop load already going? Is prop load already happened?
Be followed in about 20 seconds from now by the booster, the big giant silver part that you see underneath it, including the integrated hot stage ring. That
Holy
part
moly, look at how beautiful that thing looks.
in about 8 seconds from now.
Holy.
And yes, as monstrous as this vehicle is, 9 meters in diameter, the booster portion itself over 70 meters tall, the whole thing about 40 to 45 stories tall, will be loaded with propellant in under 37 minutes.
Holy, look at that beautiful camera pan.
Keeping an eye on the ship
Wow.
and the booster.
I love how clean the new, like, hot stage ring looks.
It will come up quick. It will look like it is going in fast forward or a time lapse. We promise you, nothing you are seeing is a time lapse. It will all be in
Here it
real
is.
time. That is just how
Booster prop load should begin now.
loads into Starship. Which, amazingly, if this were a Falcon 9 launch, SpaceX's other launch
Let's
vehicle,
wait for
they
confirmation.
would not have even started propellant yet. But they would be about a minute 20 seconds away. Meanwhile, Starship already loading propellant at 37 minutes and will be full in time for launch. But of course, it's missing the methane. So
It's underway now.
to that
It's
methane,
underway. The booster's now filling with liquid oxygen. Liquid methane should fuel shortly after.
the
This is
booster
crazy.
is liquid methane
This is
first,
crazy. Come on.
and that will be followed shortly after by the ship getting its.
Okay, the booster's now filling up with liquid oxygen. This is absolutely. I'm making another story.
Plan. Again, that should be about 20 seconds, and then the.
I'm making another story. They should see this.
should be
Booster
about a minute.
fill with
So now the
LOX.
event on the
Join
screen has
now
kicked
an
off.
amazing
That is
flight.
fully,
IFT-13.
you know,
No,
go
no,
before
no, no,
we
no,
not
no.
only have the visual confirmation, but we also have the official confirmation from SpaceX that indeed
Okay, now we should make a link.
has started on Starship.
Wow. Again,
There it
all
is.
signs they are proceeding
Tower
as
vent?
planned and on time. And again, with them
Oh, wait,
having
I-
propellant now, they're basically committed to the top of the window plus or minus
There it is!
15 or plus, excuse me, 15 minutes or so if needed. And there is that official confirmation from
I need to take a
SpaceX
screenshot of this.
seeing as well.
There it is.
Excellent eyeballs and
We are now go for prop load. We are filling up with fuel. We are now approaching the launch of Starship.
And
There it is.
just about
There's a beautiful message here from SpaceX. We are go for prop load.
They should be loading all of the
I'm watching from NASA Spaceflight. Here's the.
Starship that is both
Um.
the liquid methane and the liquid oxygen, both onto the first and second stages, the booster and the ship. That is what we want
Come
to
on.
see and what we like to see here. But again, I mean, Alex, the pace at which they go with this propellant load is amazing. How much they've gotten it down in time, even from the first couple of flights to V2 and now to V3.
Yeah, originally it was about a little over an hour or so for them to be able to load the full stack. And as they kept improving the tank farm, they've been able to shrunk basically that timeline and getting it now to just a little bit over 35 minutes from start of propellant load to launch.
Wait.
It's so quick. And then in terms
Okay.
of other
Whoa.
No, there's an ad.
What's a budgeting app and
Yo, I'm literally going to bomb this company. I'm going to bomb them, man. That was a joke. That was a joke. I'm not gonna do that. That's me. But like,
out in chat that you see Frost
Oh, sorry. Yes. I didn't read the comments. Well, yeah, very, very good. Yes, John. Hello, John. Yes, John. John, you should watch the launch too. John, you should watch the launch. John, you should watch the launch. John. Watch the launch, John. The launch will be amazing. T minus 33 minutes from launch.
And Alex, it also gives an idea of which tanks are which in regards to which ones are the liquid methane and which ones are the liquid oxygen.
There it is.
For those who don't know, which are the ones on top and which are the ones on bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay, the ship and the booster are now fueling up with fuel. Check the NASA Spaceflight app.
What you see outside is the actual.
Check the NASA Spaceflight app.
Shit
It's going down right now. Everything is going amazing right now.
Of the vehicle or anything like that.
And
so there are just
booster
bulkheads in
fueling
between those
up
locations to make
with
tanks.
CH4 and
both
LOX.
booster and
No,
the ship,
CH4, not CH3.
top
CH4.
is methane, the
Godspeed.
bottom is liquid oxygen. And that's it.
Hop
So
on
you see frost here,
now.
sitting near the
See
this
launch.
behind there,
Amaze.
ship, which should be
Come on. Why is John is here. This is all that matters. John is here. Hey, why are you sleeping? I'll beat you up, John. I'll break into your house. I will literally destroy your house, sir. I'll break into your house, sir. Watch out. Yes, I'm gonna beat you up, man.
The liquid oxygen tank, and you can see the line just rise
Come on.
quite quickly.
Come on.
Oh wow, yeah, it is already going very quickly. Keeping in mind.
Okay. We're about to reach under 30 minutes. You're about to reach under. That's frost. That is frost. Liquid oxygen. That's liquid oxygen there. That is frost from the liquid oxygen tank. That is amazing. Look at that. That's a beautiful sign. That's an amazing sign. If you do not know, that is liquid oxygen from the booster. We need to see liquid oxygen like lines, we see frost lines from the ship. We need to see frost lines. Pan the camera up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that is a liquid oxygen frost. That's liquid oxygen frost from the ship itself. Here it is. Look how beautiful that looks. You see that little ring? It will rise up on the ship.
For WB57 fans, I did mention that it
What?
was taking a turn to the left. I thought it was going to be entering its hold pattern to image the launch. It's flying north. It's not holding. It might be going home, so they might have encountered an issue. So yeah, not great news for WB57 fans, unfortunately. But in terms of the weather, I mean, just look at this view. I mean, this camera's literally pointed at the sky right now. Wispy cloud, beautiful blue sky. This is what we want to see, and fingers crossed it bodes well for tracking this launch in, what's that, 30 minutes and 43 seconds from now.
Wait, is there a boat downrange? Yo, I'm gonna bomb that boat up. Whoever's driving that boat, they're going to die if they do not move away. I am going to bomb them. I am going to destroy their boat.
We won't get to see that just yet.
I'm going to shoot some missiles.
Booster
going to destroy them.
down in the
They're downrange boat action.
distance away from where it takes off, and then
It's gonna be an NG2 type ass situation right now. I do not want this to happen. I'm going to sink that boat downrange, man. If that boat does not move, I'm going to bomb it. Wallahi.
I just saw so there's some paperwork already talking about Flight 14 being next.
Okay.
Paperwork for this for next month for Flight 14. So if Flight 13 goes well and does all the things I just said, we may be a month away from the next launch of Starship, which is crazy. But I don't like it because it's August 13. We've got a total eclipse here.
Sub 30 men
and I want to watch
hop
that.
on now.
So SpaceX, I would have
Down
range
boat
I'm fine with that.
arm launch today. I will destroy the boat down range if no move and scrub launch. Mark my words.
Goodness gracious. And yeah, you were talking about
Okay, come on. There's yes. John. Type in the chat, John. If you don't type in the chat, I'm breaking your house, sir. John. I can call John. Yeah, let me check Insta if he's on. Yeah.
With booster 20 not even off the pad for 12 hours. That is the SpaceX pace.
Guys, IFT-13 launched. I awake.
Everything
Guys, IFT-13. Yes, my friends are online.
Point,
They're online. Are
I will
they?
just jump in.
Yes, John is
we've
online.
got live tanking.
John is online. He's calling Alex.
And
John. Oh, wait,
trust
sorry.
me,
Oh,
being an
oh.
option on the ship,
Oh my gosh.
15%,
There's. Okay, sorry. Yo,
21%.
John. Type in the chat right now. John. John.
Already 20% fuel on both tanks on both vehicles. I mean, V3 is just another beast.
it really is.
Guys,
And,
my friend is gonna see this launch. I'm so happy right now. John.
During this one, for those who don't know, during SpaceX's recent critical path video, they went into the flame trench.
Yo, Jajo.
Down there
Yo.
by things that different types of metals and
Approaching
melt or not.
sub
So hot or not.
30
Of course, they joked that if it melts the
sub
shark off the
20
then that's a
20
story.
min.
But,
Please
yeah, hopefully
join
don't
now. Amaze.
and hopefully we do have everything go well. That's why they have a giant water deluge system that will activate at the base of the rocket, both underneath near the flame trench area as well as on the top deck, to not only deal with sound.
I'm making a video, guys. I'm going to be recording a video. I'm gonna be making that as my story. I'm running out of time. Yes. Okay. We are approaching line flight.
Alex, I think we just got a bit of an update from SpaceX. What is the latest that you could tell us?
Yeah, what is it?
Whether
Look at our frost.
whether it's barely worth mentioning,
Look at our frost.
it's perfect by all means. Everything is looking good.
Alex.
Not tracking any issues, and basically not having
Yeah.
any worries with the range or anything like that. So that is good to go.
Oh my god. Nothing. Okay, so I thought there was a downrange boat. I thought it was a downrange boat. I was scared.
Downrange, because again, with the splashdown of the booster and ship, there is
Yes.
a concern of wayward birds,
Yes.
wayward planes. You don't want anybody in those areas with
Come on, you
pieces of
can do
rocket
this.
that's
I believe in you.
falling
Ship
down.
40
And that is why there
for
are
20.
no
If
cams
you,
and
I
not
if I could, I would put my life on them.
notice to airmen, former
Oh, someone there. Okay.
and not notice to mariners. So those
Okay,
are in advance so that people
let's
have
go.
time to plan
Do this.
and
Do this.
not go fishing in the range near a rocket that's planning to launch, which that's never happened
Yeah.
anywhere in the world before. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So. Right now, though, all of that frost and venting and everything that you see is.
Guys, we are now approaching. We're about to approach the low 20 minutes. This is absolutely insane. I have 2 devices playing
No, this is part of
IFT-13
the
here.
operation
I'm not
for
sure
the
if you know.
coolers
I'm going to be
and
launching this flight uninterrupted.
And so that
Okay,
is very
Yeah, there is.
basically part
Look at
of
that beautiful
the
grass line.
whole
There's
process of
methane
how
over
it
there.
works.
That looks absolutely phenomenal.
And you can see
Hopefully,
there's some of that
upload
vent
scope,
going out.
everything is
as
go.
they,
Hopefully, nothing goes
pressurize
back. Yeah.
those changes
Yeah.
with
Bye, guys.
the propellants and things going into these.
Okay,
tanks.
I need to post it.
You gotta keep the pressures level so things don't expand too much, shall we say? But Ryan, those will serve another purpose once it's airborne, rather than just dealing with keeping pressures level during.
Okay.
Absolutely, those events, many of the events double as the reaction control system. Basically, little thrusters dotted around Starship.
Hell yeah.
oriented
Look at that, the frost.
thick
The frost.
atmosphere like there is on Earth.
I think we
Because
are
of the surface, aeroplanes,
40%
because they can manipulate
full on liquid
the
oxygen
using
and
a
30% full on liquid methane on first ship. Oh, the fuck this out. I will beat up Boop. I'll beat up them. They're going bankrupt. It's over. No hope. Don't sell anything, Whoop. Yeah? You're going bankrupt. Because you sent me an ad. Yeah? Oh. That was a joke, guys.
Completely independent, completely separate RCS system using its own fuel and using its own systems, but SpaceX have opted with this current version of Starship to use literally
Okay, guys.
gas from the tanks that they already have, which is, there's arguments in
God
favor,
bless
arguments
the
against,
staff.
but
God bless the staff.
on the previous flight, the first flight of V3, they did manage to successfully orient the ship for the payload deploy, the heat shield inspection by the Dodger Dog satellite,
Come on.
and of course re-entry at the end of the mission. So they've worked so far, albeit on just one mission.
And you mentioned those Dodger Dog satellites with the cameras on it. For those unaware, the payload for today's flight is actual Starlink V3 satellites. These are not the Starlink simulators that we have seen in the past, or as we've nicknamed them, the dumblinks. These are actual smart links, shall we say? They're
What?
real V3s. They will not be going into orbit though, but they will be deployed. There are
Oh.
30 of them total that will be deployed from the PEZ dispenser mechanism located on the ship once it is in its suborbital trajectory and in space. They will deploy, and they will use them to test the communications with some of the other Starlink satellites in the network. They had at one point mentioned doing ground testing with South Africa, although unclear if they're still planning on doing that.
Thales rocket
6 of those
launch
will indeed have
soon.
antennas on board.
Please,
So
no miss.
hopefully we get to see some of those
Go
vehicles
in
behave that way they will
stream
all
now.
heat shield, and how the vehicle looks while it is
There we
in
go.
orbit.
No one
Also,
should be missing this
how
launch.
the
Everyone should be seeing it right now.
because you may notice when we get to
Yes,
closer
hello.
to the
Okay, anyways, we are now approaching launch. I'm making another story. I'm sending as much stories as possible to my friends. I need them to see this launch.
tiles that are painted white, and those white painted tiles will kind of be used as markers for those cameras to observe. If you've seen any of the space shuttle or the Artemis launch with those little squares on both the solid rocket boosters and on
Okay.
the external tank, you'll know those are
Yes.
camera trackers. This is the SpaceX way of doing it. Is
We're about to approach under like 20 minutes. John, where are you, John? Yo, John, like literally ghost me, man. I'll beat him up. I'll break into his house. I'll break into his house, sir.
changes that we're aware of on this flight.
No hold! No hold! Okay, no hold at all. There should be no hold. I do not want to hold. I mean, it will be okay if they do a hold, but I do not want them to scrub today.
From re-entry and whatnot. That part
No.
is also a heat shield.
Look at that beautiful stack.
They have attached the heat
Godspeed.
shield different ways. Like
Look at that.
a few portions of that area. They have
And also, there will be no full heat shield tiled starship. Although there is some heat shield tiles on the leeward side of the ship, that is just for attachment tests. They are going to be seeing which type of like pin attachment system would be the best for starship. Because there is because if they increase the amount of density of like heat tiles attached to the ship, they will have much more accurate results.
Special tiles. Overall, as far as we know,
Yes.
in terms of materials, there are no special tiles on this.
Oh my god, John is sleeping now.
There's-
Yo, this fat chud.
Notice
This
that
fat
there's
chud, man. This fat chud. John. Oh my gosh, John. Yeah, night, sir. Night, sir. We call tomorrow. He's not even hearing me.
Let's say the materials testing and whatnot, right? That's the sort of point of the whole testing. Sometimes you test materials, sometimes you test how they get attached, sometimes
We're now live.
see
We're live in both. All three screens. All three screens are live right now. Oh, we're about to reach sub 20 minutes. Moments of truth. Will we be getting a T-minus 40-second hold? I do not want that. Okay. It's okay if they do that, but I would like for them to not do that. Unless if there's something wrong with the booster. I do not want the vehicle to blow up on the pad. Godspeed.
Engine chill.
Here we go.
Yeah, like on the previous versions, it will be hard to notice.
God bless.
Indication is that there's like a vent, like a small little vent that comes out from the
Sub 20 minutes.
very
And there we go. We're at sub 20.
sort of
Going to make another story this time.
disconnect arm, and it's part of the system that sort of drains a little bit of that I don't know how to explain it in very simple terms. You load a lot of liquid oxygen through the pumps, a lot of liquid methane through the methane pumps.
IFT-13
gaseous
T
oxygen
minus
methane out of that. The gaseous methane is
19
returned to the tank
sub
farm. The oxygen
20
is vented inside the vent there on the
Hop
see
on
that little vent
now,
on the arm?
please.
That is the one that
Amaze.
indicates
Amaze.
at least for the ship, for the booster
Light,
it's not.
please.
So, but we
Hop.
know it's happening because it happens
Flight.
at
Amaze.
the same time.
Join.
Yeah, there's also that giant cloud, so to speak,
Booster
farm that
splash
harder to see the
down
bottom of the
ship
portion.
orbital
Anything there.
activities and re-entry
Speaking of
and
seeing things, of course, we are
splash
going to see
down.
maybe some footage
Expect
from the WD-57 and
amaze
future. Ryan, do you have that
explosion. Please join.
Imaging, that aerial imaging aircraft, courtesy of NASA. I did say it had turned around and it was heading home. It's done another U-turn.
Yes.
It's now coming back. I have
Yes.
no idea what it's doing, but
No.
fingers crossed it makes it to
Come on,
safety
come on.
and
Maybe
finishes
another
launch.
Maybe another loop
They
before.
should see this flight. They should see this flight. There is no
They
exception
just
whatsoever.
see
They are
free
going to
for
see
all.
this flight.
It's not doing
I'm going to
so
make sure they're going to see
in
this.
the straight line towards Houston.
My
It's doing
friends,
a U-turn
all
straight
of my
in
friends
the straight
should see
line
this
to
flight.
Brownton.
There's no
Let's
exception.
take a look at that.
But
I
it's
will
not
be
doing
updating my
None of the
Instagram
track
stories,
pattern
man.
that they've done in the past
Oh, I
is
should have
what
also.
they're told.
Okay,
It's literally flying in a straight line
Come on.
back to Starbase.
Where are they?
Maybe it has nothing to do with this
Chloe
one.
is still online.
Very
Chloe,
confused, yeah, Val. I
Chloe
think
should
it's
see
something
IFT 13.
I wouldn't be surprised if coincidentally, while they happen to be doing testing for NOAA, they just happen to turn their cameras over to Starbase and catch the launch. I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
Oh my gosh, we are. Hopefully, there's no hold.
Exactly.
We got this
Or,
far to a launch.
photographers just happen to
I'll
move
be.
for the 10 minutes that it's flight.
This is amazing.
Oh man. Coming up now,
I have no words. I have no. Oh my god.
Also really cool, you can see from this angle the Griffins, which
Okay, this hopefully this is first try. This will be first try. Hopefully.
Griffins, which we haven't really got to see them do much work yet after the boost back burn issue on flight 12, but I've kind of grown to the three sort of grid fin style, and of course they're not just there for style; they also serve multiple other purposes.
Yeah, we versus Yuri.
Exactly.
Oh,
They've
shit.
moved to
Long day.
two grid fins being used for pitch
Okay.
as well. The third grid fin acting kind of like a rudder. Like
We
a
got
boat
this. We got this.
aircraft.
We are getting closer. We are getting closer. T-minus 0 seconds.
I was
The vehicle will literally be flying into the void of space, guys. I'm not joking. Of course, we already know that, but okay, I'm gonna go take a piss first.
Most of the angles where we look at the booster, it either looks like it only has two grid fins or it has four grid fins. So it's a little bit difficult to make out that it does actually only have three. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I tried to fly a booster with three grid fins in Kerbal Space Program. It didn't work. Hopefully SpaceX has a bit more success.
Were you using realism overhaul or just regular?
Just regular Kerbal Space Program, but that definitely says more about me than it does about SpaceX.
Yeah, I think SpaceX is using a realism overhaul mod, aka Earth. And here is that discussion like we were talking about before, saying that today's test will deploy 20 next-generation Starlink satellites, which we've been calling V3, which will only have about...
I'm back. I'm back in black. I'm back in. Okay.
Enter Earth's
Yes,
atmosphere.
guys, this is amazing. This is amazing. We are sub 16 minutes into prior to flight. This is gonna be amazing. Okay. Before we reach T-minus 0 seconds, I would like to note the events prior to it. I believe that in like maybe what was it? Oh my god, I'll literally rape whoever made this ad. I'll rape whoever made this ad. Okay, that was bad. Okay, I should not do that.
30 minutes or so, you're gonna see that deployment, hopefully, if they
Okay,
start
but
on time.
maybe in T-minus 17 seconds, there should be like
We will wait and see.
water
We
deluge.
are
Yeah, there should like T-minus
until the
yeah 17 seconds. There should be like the flame diverter.
we do have an
That's that big thing that will be. That's the big thing under the trench. And in
that is not the end of the
like
world. We
I believe in like maybe 4 or 3 seconds prior to launch, the Raptors will ignite. And
we've seen it for a couple of minutes.
yeah, nah, maybe like maybe 5 seconds prior to flight, I forgot that the top deck deluge will spool up and spray water all over. It's to ensure that the exhaust does not damage the top side of the deck of the water deluge system. Yes, yes, guys. We are approaching launch. This is gonna be absolutely insane.
Hopefully we don't need it. Hopefully everything
We already passed sub 20.
scheduled
Am I insane?
on time. So Alex, I don't know if you've been hearing any other updates as well that you can give to us, or at least catch the people up as well.
Okay, expect there to be some delay in my commentary as I'm gonna be watching on my TV and my TV's kinda delayed, but it's okay.
Well, right now we're in a wide angle view, but when we go to much closer views, you will be able to see that frost rising. It's a very
Sub
nice progress
20
bar,
min
if you wanna call it
when
that.
under
Um,
10, I
and so you
stop
can see now
update,
there,
I
go back to the
update
launch pad,
after
here. You can see
launch
the frost
and
is
landing
rising. The
of
tanks on the ship are
booster
mostly
and ship.
filled. They're just a
Please
little
join
bit to go.
now.
You can see there's like about a ring or so on the liquid oxygen tank, also about a ring or so on the methane tank. Again, on each stage, on both the booster and the ship, the top tank is the methane tank, the bottom tank is the liquid oxygen tank. The
Yes.
ship has an additional
We are getting
stage.
closer to making history.
Those
We are
are
getting closer to
those
setting
engines are
humans
probably
to the moon.
going
Okay, this is not literally going to be setting humans to the moon,
load,
but this
as well
vehicle,
this time.
actually no, let's
We
this
see some
configuration
turbulence.
will not
That's normal. That's part of
be
the
carrying humans to the moon.
pressurization system.
Although it could help
And also those
fuel up the HLS, but
at relight in space.
Starship is actually part of the Artemis program, and if
Those
this is
rapid
very
engines.
successful, they could
And then for the
later on bring
last
Starship to
stage,
orbit.
those
They can then
diesel
prove
engines will
fueling in
be
orbit. Then after that, they can actually start launching HLSs into
booster
orbit,
has
and they
a
could do
lunar
start
landing
Artemis 3. And after that, they could do Artemis 4. Artemis 4 will be a lunar landing. Hopefully, either like Blue Moon or HLS. No matter what, I want humans to set foot on the moon.
But other than that, it's very much, as you can see, all of the different
There's an ad.
vessels
I
are getting
will.
now close to the
Okay.
top of the tanks. We're
Same
getting
thing of this one.
close to end of propellant load. We should be in about 10 minutes.
Yes, at this point, the
Stop 10 minutes. I will stop updating my Instagram. I will start focusing on my comments during the launch. I will be updating after
that'll be followed 40
the launch.
seconds later
This is
by the
amazing.
ship
Like, I cannot mention
being
how
fully
excited
loaded
I am.
as well. So
This
at
is the
time,
future of humanity. I'm not joking around here. This is literally
exactly 10
the
minutes
future of
from now, when
humanity.
we should have a fully fueled Starship out at Pad 2.
This
Excitement continues to get more and more real.
is absolutely
If we go
insane.
through and
Guys,
just ignite the things
if
off,
you really want to watch IFT-13, I do recommend that you actually watch the NASA Spaceflight stream instead. But if you want to see my reaction, you can stay in the stream.
it's
Yeah.
called hot staging, when they still ignite the engines on the ship when the booster is
There we
still
go. We're about to
stable.
reach sub
Booster
10
will
minutes.
flip back, it'll perform its 33 engine boost back burn, and hopefully we'll be on track for a splashdown in the Gulf about 6
Okay,
minutes and 53 seconds after
Godspeed,
launch. That
Starship.
landing burn will be with
Let me-
closing engines, then down.
Okay,
5 and then 3, and so this
okay,
is
it
the
should
final
actually.
version 2 booster
Uh,
tried
uh,
a 13
uh,
entry
uh,
then down to 5, and then down to 3
okay.
at the end. I should expect the same kind of thing.
Okay.
We'll see what
My mic
happens.
is kind of loud now, but
Also, in about a
I'm
minute
going
or
to be
so,
walking
the
away
ship
from the
will
computer. I'm going to be
start
watching it on the
slowing
TV.
down.
It's kind of
We're
delayed,
getting
but I
close
do
now
not
to
care.
the T-10 point mark, and that's when the flaps should start moving around. They do some flap checks around.
God bless. God bless.
Into the
Okay.
rather before the launch, I should say.
Yes.
But that's basically where we are.
You're
right
closer
now,
to
and I believe
making-
we have a full update from Mike.
true history right now.
Mike, go
Yeah,
ahead.
we are now.
It's absolutely beautiful.
89.3%
Look at that
on
gorgeous stack in there.
approach, basically 99% oxygen on the ship, and we're well into the 70s
Mhm.
now. So both tanks on the booster. So again, progressing
Yes.
with
Yes. Yes. Yes.
very, very nice.
Bup.
It's not
Okay. 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 Okay.
Booster propellant load, wrapping up
Okay.
just trickling the rest of the component as we
Here, about to reach stop 10 minutes. I'm not joking here. I am not joking here.
What we like to see, what we like to hear.
3,
We have
2, 1. There we go.
fueled vehicle right now as we hit under 10 minutes to go.
Yes.
A reminder for people who might just be joining from the 10-minute push alert. For those joining from the next Spaceflight app, we are now looking at a nearly
Oh,
fully
there's
fueled
the
Starship.
flaps. You can see them tucked in. Look at that.
There's the. Oh, look at that. Looks so cute.
Deploy them in, there they go. They're opening now. Haha.
There we go, seeing the flaps do a little
Ah,
wave
look at that. It's so cute.
and we may even get a little wave as well, potentially, from our
Okay, I'll
team.
stop updating now.
Before we get to launch, keep an eye out on that.
Ooh. Ooh la la.
That looks pretty good.
Okay. Okay, we're actually getting closer to launch.
Everything proceeding.
No hold.
Everything is proceeding
No
as
hold.
planned. That's what we like to hear. I wonder how things are looking for a team out in the field. I believe we have Doss from atop the Margaritaville Hotel.
Okay.
How's the high?
I can have my device as a tertiary.
We are over here. We're on top top of the hotel. We did get the robotic tracking head all set up. Some of the equipment you can see back behind me is all the control stuff. Oh heck! Here, come with me, real quick. We're gonna turn that way. There's the robotic tracking head over there.
Yes.
Got a big cinema robotic mount with a comically large lens on it and an oval ride-along camera on top of it. But we are ready to go over here on the roof of the Margarita Grill. I'm listening in.
Yes, we're ready to go.
I
No
think
hold.
Alex jump in too.
If there's a hold, I'm gay. If there's a hold, I'm gay. I'm saying, if there's a hold, I'm gay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Everything's
swear.
going great so far.
Yo, no one, no one.
Propel continues to go
Yes,
as
amazing,
planned.
amazing.
So far, so good.
We're like less than 10 minutes now, aren't we?
Yes.
Try 8 minutes.
8 minutes. All right, I won't stay on here for long. I will let y'all get back to it.
Oh my god. There's all of it's for that's the ship. You see that? That's the ship right there. It looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. I don't know why, but I do want to like the heat show tiles of the ship. It looks tasty. I don't know. I'm bluffing.
All of those things that y'all do are what makes this possible for us.
Okay,
Honestly, the best
let me
way to
just
make us shut up merch is to just buy it all.
okay.
We don't have anything left to talk about. Last
Okay,
we heard, we were pretty well past 50% sold on the patches and pins. So don't want to have them sitting around the warehouse. Y'all pick them up if you want to.
Okay,
You don't
we are
have
going
to,
for flight.
but if
We
you
are
want
going
to,
for flight.
absolutely fantastic way to support me. We worked so hard.
Godspeed, Starship.
Not only on the views of
Godspeed,
the
Starship.
cool patches.
There it is.
I love this sun shirt that they have.
T minus 7 minutes into flight. T minus 7 before flight.
T minus 7.
To-
It's on the screen. Technically, I kept it behind me. But let's get back to the lounge
Expect
here.
there to be a delay. I'm going to be watching on my TV, which has a bit of a delay.
Thank y'all so much
That's
for hanging
okay.
out with us,
Okay.
and we will catch you on the flip side.
You have to go beat me out. There it is. The ship and boosters almost fueled up.
We'll let you go back to
Fuel.
the cameras.
There it is. Liquid methane almost completely fueled on booster. Ship almost fueled completely with liquid oxygen, liquid methane. We are closer. We are closer to flight. The ship and booster are literally alive right now. They're alive.
Back to the show. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Absolutely. 6.5 minutes to go now. Thank you.
No
again,
hold
Dom.
today. No hold today. If there's a hold, I'm gay. If there's a hold, I'm gay. I'm calling it.
Wrapping up with the
If there is a hold, I am gay. I'm gay. I'm saying it. One more time. I'm gay. If there's a hold. Yeah, nice. Hi. Anyways. T minus 6 minutes.
Wrapping up its propellant load as well.
There we go. If there's an ad, I'm literally going to like bomb whoever made it. Man. Okay, come on. That's a joke. I'm not gonna do that. That's me. Where's Tom? There it is.
Yeah, so the final few minutes we're gonna have
Nice.
on the booster and the ship. On the booster it happens at 2 minutes, 2 minutes
Yes.
and 50 seconds. On the ship will be at 2 minutes,
Yes.
2 minutes and
Yes.
10 seconds for propellant load complete. They're also gonna be doing all of the final checks on the engines.
Yeah.
Gonna be transitioning to internal power and things like that. The launch pad itself will also be getting ready. T minus 40 seconds, they're gonna go through their gate, their hold point, where if they want to hold anything is sort of off or something like that, then they can hold at that point.
Okay.
We saw in the previous flight on
yeah.
12, they had to take that multiple times on the very first attempt, remember?
T minus 5 minutes before launch. This is absolutely insane. I'm walking around my living room. This is absolutely amazing.
Oh, hang on. Now the whole point is at
This is amazing.
so that's great. Okay, throwing us off.
Oh.
It's breaking news. I just heard it from Dan here.
Guys, 16 minutes. 60.
It's T minus 60 seconds now.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat whoever did that.
Okay.
If you take a hold, I'm gonna
just
beat
said
you
2
up.
minus 60 seconds instead of 2 minus 40. After that, then they're gonna be preparing the pad, doing the final preparations, purging the propellant lines. And especially, one of the things that happens
Yes.
on the 12th,
Okay.
the QDR
Let's do this.
presses against the ship by basically by default, because you want to have
There it
a
is.
very solid
They're both alive on the pad right now. They are venting a ton amount of fuel right now. They're not venting right now. Look how amazing they look right now. These are. I can't get enough of how much they look right now. They are absolutely beautiful.
against the tower. And
Absolutely
what
beautiful.
happened on Flight 12 is they tried to
T
impede
minus 4 minutes
yarn,
before
and
launch.
the yarn
You're
didn't want
so
to impede.
14 minutes before
Afterwards,
launch.
against
Look at that common dome. I'm gonna use my mouse here. Look at that common dome. It looks so beautiful.
force against the tower,
That common dome. It looks so smooth right now. Oh my god, there's an ad-out ring.
sort of handle that. So there were automated triggers along the back.
Yeah. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm watching all my 14 seconds.
What happened?
They're wasting my time. They're wasting my time. I swear.
Process,
I'm a beat whoever did this.
all of the deluge will also come out at T minus 17 seconds. Before that, we'll also have missed the detonation suppression system.
don't give a
and
shit.
the rocket.
Okay, skip
See
this
all
one.
of these different things coming alive, and of course at T minus 3 seconds. we have
Okay,
the
T minus 3 minutes
zero,
into
there's
the
hold
T
down
minus
times
3
will
minutes
be
before
open,
launch.
and hopefully a meaningful
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully,
Yes.
in under 3
Please,
minutes from
you're
now,
full of
we'll
thought.
be coming up on the point now where they are finishing propellant load on the booster. At this point, propellant load should now be complete. There's about 40 more seconds of propellant loading still
Booster.
to go for the ship.
Yeah, so like as you heard, there's a booster fully loaded up. Should be fully loaded up soon, actually.
13th flight. Starship.
Yes.
This again is over at
Hello.
down in
Okay, my mic is a bit too loud, but I can be far away from my computer.
Starlink satellites, real ones, that
Yes.
were doing some
Okay.
testing during the suborbital trajectory.
Test.
Satellites have cameras on board. Fingers crossed. Cameras on board. Fingers crossed.
Test.
10 seconds.
Test.
That should
Test.
wrap up propellant
Test.
load on.
Okay, my mic should pick me up still, even if I'm far away. Okay.
Hopefully,
T minus
use
2
that
minutes before launch.
Booster
Nice.
on the bottom there and ship 40 on the top. Ryan, final check in terms of weather and rain.
God bless the ship and booster. On this amazing flight. T minus
Everything
2
agreed.
minutes before
Not
launch.
tracking
It's
any
amazing.
holds, Closing out propellant load.
Yes.
Deep breaths, everyone.
Not
It's
no
going to
holds.
happen.
Yeah, T minus 60 minute hold out. T minus
As
60
Alex
second
pointed out,
hold.
they have a chance to hold. They have a chance to hold. They have 60 seconds.
Yeah, they're not taking it. They're not taking it. If they take it, I'm gay. If they take it, I'm gay.
But they have
I'm gay if they take it.
take it if they wish.
Yeah, don't take it, or else I'm gay.
Let's see here. As we pass the T minus 60 second
Stay
mark,
silent, stay silent.
they hold. And as we reach 1 minute to go, Brian, it's your countdown here.
Yes.
Thank you, Sawyer, and thank you for tuning in. We're approaching 60 seconds. And the clock
Oh.
stops. We are holding at T minus 60
Oh,
seconds.
gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. Of course, it's a new vehicle, so they would definitely take a hold. Hopefully, they continue. If they do not continue, then I'm a beat whoever. Okay, just kidding. No, they're good. They're good. But please. Oh my God, War Ad. War Thunder. War Thunder. Yeah.
Fully ready for launch. Flight 13. The second
What?
flight of this version of the vehicle. And we continue to count down.
Yes.
T minus 55 seconds.
55 seconds. We are going to launch in 55 seconds right there. Get ready. Get ready. Be comfortable right now. We're going to be going to be launching. Yes.
Should be depressing the launch mount at this point. Hopefully we get that go
30
for
seconds.
30 seconds.
Keep an eye out for the DSS, the detonation suppressant system. There it is.
Detonation persistent system.
15 seconds.
Water deluge.
10
Flame
seconds
diverter.
to launch. Here comes the water deluge.
Flame diverter. Flame diverter.
There's the top.
Flame diverter. Top deck. Top deck. Top deck. Ignition. Ignition.
We have ignition.
Ignition.
Starship. It's
Fuck
not
off. I'm a
launching.
big dog.
It's not launching today.
Oh, fuck up. Fuck up. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'll read. What is this?
It looks like we had 33 Raptors
It looks like we have 33 Raptors light
and then an
momentarily,
immediate abort.
Oh.
and then
with them
an
all
immediate
shutting
abort
off according to
with them
the
all
live
shutting
telemetry.
off according to
And
the
this is why
live telemetry.
hold-downs hold-on clamps are
Like
really
hold
useful.
downs. Hold on, really useful.
Is it a hold? Will it be launching again?
Alex, do they have the ability to recycle
Alex,
from here?
do they have the ability to
I'm
cycle from
listening
here?
in,
Listening
but
in,
yeah,
but
it's confirmed. It's a scrub for today
it's confirmed
because
it's
they
scrubbed.
started the deluge.
What?
So
What?
yeah,
Dude.
We'll
No.
say, by the way, based off of the
Oh my god.
live telemetry graphics from SpaceX, it appears that 4 engines did not light from at least their animation there. Don't know if that's confirmed or not. It appears that 4 of that inner 13 did not light.
yeah.
Dude.
I mean, it's just this is one of those things as well that
one of those things as well that
it's important to mention that
it's important to
yeah,
mention
there's
that
4 on the middle ring. I'm
four-
just seeing it now.
Oh yeah, that's
The-
my
the-
bad. I missaw the telemetry
That's my
live
bad.
in the moment.
No, it's okay. I
it's
mean,
actually
we're all
live,
looking
isn't
at the rocket.
No,
we're
it's
not
okay.
looking
I
at the
mean, we're all
telemetry.
looking at the rocket. We're not looking at the
The-
telemetry.
and that is why all of these things are automated.
and
by the
that,
way.
that is why
this
all of these things are
automated.
automated. This
And-
was all automated.
Dude.
And yeah,
And
this
scrub.
is
And yeah,
one of the
It's a
things
scrub
that
today.
usually happens with these
one of the
rockets,
things
where
that
you have
usually
some engine outs at startup, and it's like, well,
some
not
engine outs
going today.
it's like, well, not going today.
And that's why it is important.
Come on.
But it's
Yeah. you can
Haha,
see
look
there.
at that
Ah.
from the deluge.
look at that.
Yep, right on top
From
of
the
the
deluge.
waterfall.
Oh my god.
Remote cameras located out there.
Okay,
Great view.
it's a
It's not great
scrub.
to see the
Scrub.
rocket still
It's a
on the
scrub
pad,
today, guys.
But at the same time, it is.
I was
Because
so
the worst case
hyped
scenario
up.
would have been
I swear.
happening and
What?
we lose the pad and vehicle.
Okay,
We don't want that. So, better
yeah,
on the ground,
as I heard there, they said that there were 4 engines out in the middle, like, in the middle ring section. That is not good. They might, I do not want them to roll the booster back into the production site, but it looks like they might they might will. Hopefully it's just maybe a program error. Most likely, hopefully it's a program error. If
a lot of people might be wondering, okay, so what's gonna happen now? When can
Uh,
we try again? From a paperwork standpoint, they have a closure for tomorrow, but the point is, they just aborted at engine ignition. That is a very dynamic moment. They're probably gonna take their time to look and understand what happened exactly for those engines to not light up.
Yeah.
Or if it was even the engines, like maybe it's not telemetry that doesn't see the engines igniting. Who knows? Right? Like that's the sort of thing that the engineers are going to be doing now. They're going to be looking through that data and actually understand what happened today so that they can proceed to the next attempt. Does that mean that I'm saying it's not going to happen tomorrow? No, I'm just saying maybe it doesn't happen tomorrow because they need to look more into that data. In fact, who knows if they might even need to destack. Like, this is one of those things of this pad that
Dude.
doesn't have access to the engines on the booster, and so it's a very interesting sort of. I guess it's a drawback of this design. It's a very good pad and whatnot, but they don't have access to the engines, and if they really want to have physical access to them, they will need to destack. So it's one of those.
Come
things
on, why
where
didn't launch
it's
it
a
there?
wait-and-see
Okay,
situation
of
where
course they did have to
there's
scrub it.
expectations from SpaceX.
You know,
I'm very worried about the booster though.
Alex, you won't have access to the NSF secret shop
If
because
it could be, if
of
it's a hardware fault,
very
that means they might have to roll the booster back into the production site.
And as you can see, it is only up for a limited time. There you go.
Hopefully it's just an automation error.
Was a Starship scrub. I know people have the Falcon.
I would also wish it would be like maybe a
The Starship one
hold down clamp issue, maybe like supplying gas into it, but it's not the case for this new launch vehicle. This new launch vehicle does not have gas supplied into the Raptor engine via the quick disconnect arms. Actually, it's quite different for the new version, so it could not be that definitely.
So if you want to get yours, you now have under 7 hours to do so. Once it is gone, it does not reappear until another.
Yeah, I watched the entire stream and it was a scrub.
So hopefully this shirt continues to stay very rare. So if you want to get it, shop.nasaspaceflight.com. Reminder, the clock is ticking. You will literally see it ticking on the top of the shop page. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, now here's something we don't get to talk about very often. What is the detank procedure now and the safing procedures that happens after something like this?
Well, they drain the propellants from the same lines that they load those propellants into the vehicle, and instead
Oh my God.
of using the pumps and
Oh my
whatnot, they
days.
just basically use the same the gravity, right? The force of gravity to help back those liquids into the tank farm. And so that is basically what they're doing right now. They're just letting those propellants to go back to the propellant tank farm, and being able to hopefully reuse them whenever they launch again. But that's where we are right now.
That is
Oh.
indeed where we are at. Again, we saw that water deluge system activate as well. Boy, that makes quite the rain shower there in Texas. I'm sure there are people out there, given the heat, that would have wished they were underneath it to get a little cool, at least before the engine's ignited.
At least our
man.
solar panels on trailer got a nice clean.
There you go. Yeah, kind of like the dust storms with Spirit and Opportunity, where they thought it would be the end of the little rovers because they would be covered in dust, but actually it came and cleared them off. So there we go. Nice little clean. Oh, boy.
Take this one.
Now we will wait for them to begin those detanking and safing operations and see when they end up reopening the road so that engineers and the people with SpaceX can go out there and take a look and find out what may have happened. And now when we get to Flight 14 for their new update video, we should get some really good juicy information on what happens in the Launch Control Center during engine abort on ignition there. So
We
it's
should
worth
build
noting, though, Ryan,
white
as well, when
balls
it came...
on this camera.
Oh
Worth
my
noting, Ryan,
God.
when it came to all the NOTAMs and NOTMARs, they were not just for one day, right?
Absolutely not. They schedule out usually well in advance, to this time actually a day in advance, or a couple of days in advance. And of course they schedule well into the future, so SpaceX will have many opportunities to launch. At the end of the day, it's just going to boil down to the weather, which is unfortunate because the conditions were beautiful today, and of course if the vehicle is actually ready or not. We've seen SpaceX do 24-hour turnarounds of Starship multiple times in the past. It happened on the previous flight.
War Thunder calls you to the epic battles under the scorching summer sun. New hot vehicles of the season join the fight. Take command of the German SPG Hummel and turn the battlefield into hell. Unleash the beast. The Leopard 2RI under the Japanese flag is ready to tear your enemies to shreds. For the first time...
Yo, so like, yeah, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, right? 3 a.m. in the morning. I'll beat whoever did this up next. I'll beat up whoever did this
because
next.
they had to
Oh
stop
my
the
days.
motors so quickly. So of course SpaceX would have learned from that, and they've been implementing upgrades to the vehicles between the previous flight and this flight. But if they had to do a hard start and there was damage to the Raptors, then it's going to be a Raptor swap. I mean, fingers crossed that didn't happen, and fingers crossed the Raptors are happy and healthy. But those four clearly were not happy and healthy because they didn't ignite.
Yeah, I see there were a lot of people asking about that. And the other question then becomes, is it the engines? Is it a sensor? You don't know, but you also don't want to risk it. This still seems very different from the hard stop that we saw on the static fires, at least, because those we later found out was because of a ground issue that called the abort on those tests. This doesn't seem like it was the ground infrastructure. Again, we don't know for sure, but based off of what we saw with that water deluge system, I mean, Ryan, it looked like it performed as it was supposed to.
I mean, the entire thing spooled up. We got the top deck going before we got to ignition, and you know the live telemetry showed 4 engines not igniting on the middle ring of the engine. Interestingly, they all appear to be on the kind of the same side of the booster. There's 2 that don't ignite, a gap of 1 that does ignite, and then another 2 that don't ignite. Of course, there are 10 engines on that ring, so very interesting to see what has happened there.
Yes, so I guess it was, instead of lucky 13, it was only lucky 9.
Yes,
those,
exactly.
Inner 2 rings.
Oh.
Oh, God. I see a lot of people already coming in and getting the scrub shirt. Appreciate all of you grabbing those. Again, it's a shame that we have to have it, but at least the vehicle is still intact. It is on the pad, and they will be able to do it again. And I guess the other way to look at it now is, hey, they performed a wet dress rehearsal and a free static fire.
A half-second
guess.
static fire of a few of the engines.
It's funny because this will be the very first full stack static fire test. They've never done that before. Fully loaded
right.
with a full stack, and yeah, they lit up the engines. Not all of them lit up, but they lit up the engines.
But I mean, there is a point to be made there. SpaceX opted not to do a full stack wet dress rehearsal ahead of this launch. But even if they did, if this was an engine ignition issue, then a full stack wet dress rehearsal wouldn't have been the test to identify those issues. It would have been the 33 engine static fire, which they performed a few days ago with Super Heavy Booster 20, and that ran for 25 odd seconds. That was the longest ever booster static fire we have seen from Super Heavy of all the versions. That includes V1, V2, and V3. So surely an ignition issue would have been found during that test. I mean, what could have changed between that test only a few days ago and their first attempt at Flight 13?
Well, it's one of those things as well that you never know what can pop up at the last minute, right? And it could also be just a sensor that was buggy. That maybe the engine was fine. Maybe those 4 engines or something else was just fine.
Oh my god.
Like it's the thing with engineering. Something else will try to.
Oh,
Mess with
I
you.
hope there's another launch attempt tomorrow.
And so that's
If there's one tomorrow, I will be so happy.
Sawyer and Ryan, I don't know if people are asking this in chat. Like, why would they? Okay, what if they just aborted a few seconds before engine ignition? Why is it that the deluge forces them to scrap for the day? Like, if they fire the deluge, I know probably not a lot of people are wondering that, but I know because I have even one person in our own team that is asking and wondering about that, and that is one of those things as well where maybe some people are wondering about that. So, oh, we have an update from Elon. Okay.
We do, yes.
Okay, let's hit that.
I know
then,
our team
and
is
then I'll talk
working
about
on
the
getting it on the
deluge.
screen.
Oh.
As Kevin is doing his thing there, he did point out that some of
Kevin.
the engines didn't start, triggering an automatic launch abort. Now offloading propellant. Next launch attempt, hopefully, in a few days. So that doesn't sound to me like
tomorrow, please. They're gonna roll the booster back
days
into the
plural
production site. Watch.
implies
Watch,
one
they're
more.
gonna do that.
So definitely not tomorrow. But it's to be expected. It's what we explained before, right? Yeah, when engines start shutting down and whatnot, that is when you get the longer recycles and whatnot and inspections. So with the deluge, what happens is that it takes about for the diverter, I think it takes about a few hours, just single-digit hours, I think. For the top deck, I think it also takes a little bit longer than that, but still within the day. The thing is, they don't have the full day for any of that. They only had a 90-minute window. And even before that, the full stack was loaded with propellants. And they only can hold with those propellants for 15 minutes. So if you wanted to try again, you not only have to recycle that deluge system.
Yo, what
you
happened?
also have the,
Give me a sec.
propellant
I'ma play this here.
so that
I'ma look at my
just like they're doing right now, and then reload everything again. But there's no time to do that in 90 minutes. But there you can see what Elon said. Some of the engines didn't start, triggering an automatic launch abort. So yeah, that is what we were talking about. That sometimes in the we had heard in the past that maybe up to
a few days.
engines
In a few days.
doesn't
A
launch
week.
up to,
A week. No.
like, if
Hopefully.
3
Hopefully
engines
in
are
5 days
out,
max. Minimum.
there's
5
an
days minimum.
automatic abort.
Unless if they do not roll the booster back into the production site, hopefully it will be maybe in 3 days. But it was an engine problem. There was an engine problem. If it was hardware failure, and if they discover that, then it is possible that they're gonna have to replace that engine. Hopefully they don't do that. There's a possibility that they could do it in the launch pad, but I do not want them to do that. That's gonna be too risky. Hopefully they can resolve that, and hopefully the ship will be safe. It's still like detanking right now. Yeah.
So it's a good chance for people to cool off as well. I mean, it was about 90 degrees out there, or 33 Celsius. So it's the view from the people also probably getting a chance to stay at the Margaritaville Hotel over on South Padre Island, which, again, we thank them for allowing us to have a camera up there all the time, and also for having Das and Jerry up there today as well to try and catch the launch. In this case, the startup and shutdown before launch. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up here on support and questions from people because it has been quite busy here. I want to make sure we also get to some of your questions and acknowledge everything that's been going on.
Come on.
I guess now comes the
Okay, it's okay.
sort of
Hopefully they do
speculation
attempt
phase
maybe
of
in
if that
3
is the
days
case,
or 5 days
would they
if they
need
roll the
to
booster
actually
back.
stack to be able to get to the booster? And if so, when would we maybe see the booster transport stand rolling back there, Alex?
Well, I will guess perhaps it might roll back if it is needed. Although I will say if they're scrubbing, which they are, I would imagine they're probably bringing it back all the way, even if they were not to destack, just in case. Because it might like maybe they don't plan to destack right now, but then
My
they're like,
days.
"Ooh, we need it
Ah,
now."
my days. Long
We have it
day.
out there on the
Ah,
production side, right? It's not here on the launch side. I think even
yeah,
if
so
it's the
light.
case, they will like even if they
Ah,
only
it's
one
3
they will
a.m.
have to
3 a.m. Don't
stack
worry,
the
guys. Don't worry, guys.
the
I
booster
will be
launch
renaming the
and
stream
coming back
to
to
Scrubs.
the launch side. Also the ship, of course, the ship transport stand as well. Put an asterisk anywhere on your mind about what I'm saying. Perhaps there could be time to, for example, remove the ship tonight and then remove the booster right after that, like maybe in the morning, like very early in the morning. Because we've seen them, they're very quick at those operations and they have a good handle on those things. And so that's something that could happen relatively quickly. It's the inspections and whatnot that will probably take more time again if they were to need those. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but Sawyer was asking to me, like, what if that happened? What would be the timeline? Well, that's sort of what I think might be the timeline if that were to happen. I think it's something doable from their part. We've seen that very much lots of times in past full stacks where they needed to destack and restack. Remember Flight 2 those times?
Oh my god. Well, that's where you need Adrian's rat
They hear
to come
just
back
that.
in.
Beat them up, man.
What was that with the spin prime stat? That goes way back. Oh boy. Let's see here. I'm gonna make sure that we've got a backlog of support from amazing people. We're gonna make sure we flash all of those across the screen as a special thank you to everyone for helping support us, getting items from the shop, gifting memberships. It's all very much appreciated, and a thank you. So that way, I want to make sure we thank all of you. And a reminder: we do have the S word merch available only for a limited time in the shop. The very rare Starship Scrub merch. So I hate saying the term, but I guess it already happened, so it's hard to jinx something that's happened already. So. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, in terms of other questions and things we're getting here, of course, a lot of people I know are saying, what about possible damage to the engines? Did they sustain damage? There's not really a public way for us to know what's going on underneath that launch mount, is there?
I mean,
Right,
the reason that Pad 2 was designed this way is
Sorry about
because it's
this.
designed to be a very robust and rapidly reusable launch pad, unlike Pad 1, which was designed to give SpaceX great access to the aft end of the booster, as they themselves said in their documentary they released a few days ago. So, yeah, it is unfortunately most likely if they do need to do work to the Raptors, they are going to have to destack. The extent of that work, if
Yeah,
there is work
I
at all,
don't give a
is
shit, man. I
unknown
don't give
at
a
this
shit.
moment in time. If it's extensive work, then very likely the booster would then have to roll back to the Mega Bay to get that work done. I'm not sure whether SpaceX would want to conduct such work at the launch pad itself, considering they have a fully outfitted bay just a couple miles down the road. It only takes them an hour or so to roll the booster back to the barn. So it might seem like a big step, like, oh no, they have to roll back, the game over. No, I mean, it's an hour roll down the road. They can get it back out to the pad in no time. Might as well do that work if it's required. Again, we don't know if this is required or not. do that work in a place which is very much suited and designed specifically to conduct such work. I'm sure SpaceX will be able to churn through the data very, very quickly. But yeah, it is going to be very interesting to see the fallout of those 4 Raptors that did not ignite today for whatever reason.
And the other thing that's worth noting is, again, to get to the booster, if they don't leave it stacked out at the pad, they do have to remove the ship. So they will have to destack the ship as well, even if nothing's wrong with it, just so that they can at least get to the booster underneath. So it'll be all of those stands that'll have to move out. I guess, would they be able to keep it out there and work on it out there? And if so, you know, even if they have to roll the booster back, could the ship just stay out there while they work on booster stuff inside one of the bays?
I'd say theoretically, yes. It just depends what SpaceX would want to do. Like I said, to roll a vehicle down Highway 4, it's a big operation, but time-wise, it's only an hour to get a booster to the pad or to the production site, vice versa. So it's not that big of a barrier, not that big of a hurdle for a ship or booster to clear. But we've seen them leaving vehicles at the launch site before, not in the V3 era, but definitely in the V2 era, and especially in the Star Wars A Hope era, where they launched a starship with another starship watching on from only a few meters away, which was, that was something, especially when the flying starship doesn't make a soft landing and instead scatters its innards all over Boca Chica.
That's a great way to describe it, scattering the innards across Boca Chica. The other thing to mention, too, is this wasn't their only planned booster activity for the day, shall we say. I mean, Alex, they had a whole nother road closure that was very likely for Booster 21, given that I believe there was a stand getting ready to roll out near the bays for that one, right?
Yeah, the booster thrust simulator, that stand is out there at the production site, and it seems like Booster 21 will be lifted and placed on that stand. And so tonight, while SpaceX is figuring out what's going on with Flight 13, well, they are preparing for Flight 14 already, getting that booster out there to Massey's, getting those cryoproof testing and whatnot, the thrust simulations. The thrust simulator stand will also be doing some work on the aft of the booster to simulate.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave now. Thank you for watching my stream.
Is good to go.
I will be streaming IFT-12,
So
hopefully within this,
a
maybe next week. Hopefully this week or next week.
and
Hopefully it's not that later. Hopefully it's soon.
we're gonna get a
I
roll
want it to launch.